You're listening to Hot Topics on Good Mix Radio, hosted by Mike Melody and Sheila Harmony. And each week, they dive into the top trends, pop culture moments, and viral stories dominating the web. They unpack the chaos with humor, sharp takes, and insights you won't find anywhere else.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. You know how sometimes the digital world just feels like this whirlwind, almost impossible to track everything?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, the fourth week of July 2025 was a prime example. A really wild mix of things grabbing global attention.
Yeah, it was quite the spread.
We're talking a huge hit song, a corporate scandal at a concert of all places.
Right, the kiss cam thing.
Exactly. Then you had Keke Palmer launching this big podcast, a massive boxing match, and even an old favorite video game roaring back.
A really diverse snapshot of online life, like you said.
So let's unpack it.
And that's what we're here for. We've got this stack of sources covering these top digital trends. Our mission, really, is to cut through the noise. Find the important bits, the insights. Understand why these specific things, seemingly unconnected, resonated so much.
Why these things right now?
Exactly. And honestly, understanding these trends, it's a great shortcut to getting a handle on our digital culture, how dynamic it is.
Okay, so diving in, what really grabbed attention? Our sources flag 5 main things.
Let's list them out.
Jessie Murph's song, 1965. That CEO kiss cam moment at the Coldplay show.
Can't forget that one.
Keke Palmer's new podcast, the Pacquiao versus Barrios fight. And surprisingly, the Destiny video game series making a comeback.
It really shows the range, doesn't it? How unpredictable the digital space can be.
Certainly.
And what's fascinating, if you look at the bigger picture, is why these 5.
Yeah, what's a common thread? If any.
Well, I think it's this unique blend they hit. You've got nostalgia, big time.
Okay.
Celebrity involvement, good, and, well, not so good.
Yeah.
And just that raw drama of sports. They all tapped into something quite universal, sparked huge engagement online, hit those cultural nerves.
Let's start with the music then. Jessie Murph's 1965. It wasn't just a hit. It felt like an instant phenomenon right out of the gate.
Absolutely. Chart topper, seemingly overnight.
It had that mix, didn't it? Modern sound, but with this vintage feel. So what do you think made it a genuine cultural moment, not just a popular song?
Well, obviously the melody is super catchy. That helps. But I think it's deeper. Those lyrics, really evocative, kind of retro. And her voice, Jessie Murph's got this soulful quality that just cuts through.
It does.
It wasn't just gaining traction on streaming. It exploded. One of the most played tracks that week, almost immediately. That tells you something.
And the lyrics themselves, when you listen closely,
yeah,
it feels like a deliberate trip back, right, to the late 60s.
Definitely. Sources point out specific nods to icons, events from that era.
Themes of love, peace, social change.
Yeah.
It feels very intentional.
Yeah, and I think that resonated, whether you lived through it or just sort of yearn for that perceived vibe, you know?
From a production angle, what stands out?
Oh, it's clever. Really innovative, actually. It blends that warmth you get from old analog synths with the sharpness of modern drum machines, so it feels both familiar and totally fresh.
Best of both worlds.
Exactly. And like you said, Murph's vocal delivery just adds this emotional weight, pulls you right in.
And the critics seem to love it, too, praising the originality, the nostalgia.
Yeah, lots of talk about it potentially becoming a modern classic.
And it definitely boosted her profile, right? Solidified her as a major rising star.
No question. It put a huge spotlight on her entire catalog.
It fits that retro revival trend we've seen in music this year, doesn't it?
Perfectly. I mean, lots of artists are drawing from the past, but 1965 doesn't just reference it. It feels like it evokes it, hits that collective nerve.
And you can't talk viral hits without social media. TikTok, especially.
Oh, crucial. Absolutely instrumental. The challenges, the fan videos.
It wasn't just views, though, was it? It felt like deeper engagement, people really connecting with it.
Yeah, it fostered a real community around the song.
So what does this whole thing tell us about music going viral today? That balance between genuine connection and maybe, manufactured buzz.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Okay, so 1965 built buzz organically through fans. Let's pivot to a totally different kind of digital explosion.
Right. One that really showed the power and speed of social media for corporate accountability.
The corporate drama. Live at a Coldplay concert. CEO, kiss cam. It just spiraled.
Yeah, it started pretty innocuously, didn't it? July 22nd. Just a standard kiss cam moment during the show.
And then, bam, Camera lands on the CEO.
And this unexpected kiss happens, broadcast live. Within hours, that clip was everywhere. Social media just lit up.
Instant crisis.
Pretty much. Serious corporate crisis territory very fast.
And the public reaction was all over the place.
Totally split. Some people were like, harmless private moment, leave them alone.
But others
were saying completely inappropriate for a CEO, especially one leading a major public company.
And the shareholders must have been thrilled.
Not exactly. Obvious concerns popped up immediately about reputation, leadership integrity, the whole package.
The timeline is just brutal when you lay it out.
It really is. Incident on the 22nd, video goes viral within hours.
Next day.
Stock takes a hit, noticeable dip. Negative press swirling.
Wow.
And it took a week for the CEO to issue a public statement, which in internet time feels like forever.
Yeah, it does. And this wasn't just bad PR, right? Potential legal, professional fallout. Investigations.
Definitely on the table. Issues around governance, conduct. It all gets scrutinized almost in real time now.
There was that quote from the corporate governance expert.
Oh, yeah. Basically saying, in this digital age, leaders have to know everything they do, personal or professional, can blow back on the company.
It really blurs that line, doesn't it, between private life and public role.
Completely. There's no off-duty anymore when you're that high profile. Constant scrutiny.
It really highlights the need for sharp PR crisis management.
Absolutely critical. You need a fast response, transparency, a clear plan. You can't just wait it out.
Social media demands that real-time accountability.
Exactly. You have to address it head on, show you're taking action to rebuild trust.
We've seen similar things before, of course. United, Pepsi with that Kendall Jenner ad.
Right, and how they handled it made a huge difference in the long run.
So what's the unique lesson here, do you think, about navigating that personal professional tightrope under this constant digital spotlight?
That's a tough one. Maybe the sheer speed and unpredictability of it all now.
Okay, from that kind of unexpected public fallout, let's shift to someone who's mastering the public eye, but on her own terms.
Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer, actress, host, now podcaster. She's really breaking new ground in celebrity media, isn't she?
She really is. A true multi-hyphenate, as they say. And her new podcast is a perfect example of her versatility.
What makes it stand out?
Well, the guest list is incredible. Really diverse, industry icons, up-and-coming stars, people from different fields entirely.
And the conversations themselves.
It's a great mix. Engaging chat, sure, but also personal stories, insightful talks about pop culture, social issues, personal growth. She covers a lot of ground.
The sources also mentioned the production quality. Sounds like it's pretty slick.
Very high quality. Clear audio, well-structured format. It makes it easy and enjoyable to listen to.
And the format itself sounds smart. Regular episodes, special interviews, themes. Keeps it fresh.
Yeah, definitely. It's not just random chats. There's a clear strategy there.
And it's creating buzz, right? Viral moments.
Oh, yeah. Several episodes have really taken off, people sharing quotes, clips on social media.
So it's not just broadcasting, it's building community.
Exactly. It fosters that sense of connection among listeners, a real feedback loop.
And how's it working on the business side? Sponsorships?
Yep. Supported by sponsorships and ads. But they seem to integrate them really cleverly. It doesn't feel disruptive, seamless.
Smart. So looking at all this, the content, the quality, the community, the business side, how is Keke Palmer really setting a new standard here for celebrity media? What's the innovation?
I think it's the authenticity combined with the professionalism and the multi-platform savvy. She's building an empire, but it feels very Keke.
All right, let's switch gears again, big time, to the world of sports.
The fight.
The Pacquiao versus Barrios boxing match. Huge highlight of that week in July. Captivated everyone.
It really did. A fantastic display of skill, determination, just pure grit from both guys.
You had Pacquiao's classic quick jabs.
Met by Barrios' power hooks. It was edge-of-your-seat stuff for quite a while.
But ultimately,
Pacquiao's experience, that veteran savvy, really shone through in the later rounds. That was the difference maker.
technically, what did you see?
Pacquiao's footwork, even now, is just incredible. Ring generalship, controlling the space, cutting off angles, masterful.
And Barrios.
Came out aggressive, definitely put Pacquiao under pressure early on. A solid game plan.
Most people predicted a close fight.
Overwhelmingly, yeah. And
Right.
it was. Some thought Barrios' power might eventually be too much. But Pacquiao's defense, his ability to slip punches, counter effectively, it really neutralized a lot of Barrios' offense.
And financially, This was big money.
Huge, record-breaking viewership numbers reported, millions watching worldwide.
Massive boost for pay-per-view sponsorship.
Absolutely. A major commercial success. Shows boxing still has that global pull.
What was the reaction in the boxing world afterwards?
Hugely positive. Praised both fighters. I saw one analyst call it a masterclass in boxing. Said something like, both fighters left everything in the ring, delivered a performance for the ages, high praise.
And for Pacquiao's legacy. This just adds another layer, doesn't it?
Oh, for sure. One of the all-time greats. 8 divisions, wins against legends. His place in history is secure.
The fan reaction online seemed immense, too.
Overwhelming, just celebrating his longevity, his skill. Pure admiration.
So, what do you think is next for him? And what does a match like this tell us about sports legacies? How they endure?
Good question. It shows that true greatness resonates across generations.
Okay, one last stop on our tour of July's digital highlights. The gaming world.
Destiny.
The Destiny franchise, making this unexpected comeback. What happened there? It seemed to catch people off guard.
Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise resurgence. The main driver seems to be a steady flow of really good new content and updates.
Bungie, the developer, getting active again.
Very active, new seasons, new events, lots of engagement with the community, and it worked. Pulled back old players, brought in new ones.
And the players responded well.
Overwhelmingly positive, yeah. Lots of praise for the new stuff, the improvements.
You see it in the numbers too, right?
Definitely. Player stats saw a big jump. Concurrent player counts hit levels they hadn't seen in years. That's a concrete sign something's working.
And the competitive side picked up too.
Yeah, that's interesting. New tournaments, more structure. It attracted pro players back, but also encouraged newer gamers to get involved competitively.
Any tech upgrades involved?
Yes. The latest version got graphical improvements, smoother gameplay, made it feel more modern, more immersive for everyone.
And Bungie's strategy. They've been pretty open about future plans.
Very transparent. They laid out a clear roadmap for updates, expansions. That builds a lot of trust, you know? Players feel invested, excited for what's next.
So, for other game developers, maybe one struggling with older titles, what's the lesson from Destiny's comeback?
Consistent quality updates and genuine community engagement seem key. Don't just abandon your base.
Okay, let's try and tie this all together. We've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Nostalgic music, corporate scandals, celebrity media shifts, huge sports moments, gaming revivals.
Quite the mix.
What does it all tell us about digital culture right now? What's the big picture?
I think it shows just how dynamic and honestly reactive our digital culture is. It's shaped by this weird cocktail of things. Nostalgia, definitely. Unexpected events blowing up instantly.
Right.
And just the shifting interests of online communities. Understanding why these things grab attention gives you real insight into what drives engagement online.
And that's not just interesting, it's useful.
Absolutely. For anyone creating content, marketing, working in this space, understanding these currents helps you anticipate shifts, stay relevant, maybe even get ahead.
It's about reading the room, digitally speaking.
Precisely.
Well, what a fascinating journey through the digital landscape of late July 2025. From music that felt old and new at once, right through to a game's unexpected second life.
It really covered the spectrum. So here's something to think about as we wrap up. We looked at these really distinct trends, right? A nostalgic hit, a public mistake, a new media model, a legendary fight, a virtual world reborn. What fundamental human needs or curiosities do you think all these collectively tap into in our digital age? Something to mull over.
Definitely something to think about. We encourage you, keep watching the digital world around you. Keep that curious eye open.